All right, so today we're doing a deep dive into something that's kind of the unsung hero of any smart room.
The little box in the background doing all the heavy lifting.
Exactly. We've been looking at the Kramer SL-1N. Now, the official name is, well, it's a bit of a mouthful.
7-port serial, IR, and relay Ethernet room controller. Yeah, doesn't exactly roll off the tongue.
It really doesn't. But our mission here is to figure out how this tiny device, about the size of a smartphone, is basically the brain for everything from projectors to your motorized blinds.
And it all comes down to that 7-port name. That's the toolkit. It's all about translation. You have a digital command coming in
Over Ethernet, right?
and a physical action going out.
Let's break those 7 ports down because they're not all doing the same thing. The specs call out 2 RS-232 ports first.
Yeah, and that might sound a little, old school to some people.
In a world of USB-C and HDMI,
Yeah.
definitely. But it's still huge in Pro AV.
It is, and for one main reason. Feedback. It's bidirectional.
So you're not just shouting a command into the void and hoping for the best.
Exactly. An IR remote just sends a signal. With RS-232, the controller says, turn on, and the projector actually reports back, okay, I'm on.
That verification is everything for reliable automation. But it does have IR ports too. 2 of them.
It does. That's for all the legacy gear, the stuff that just won't die.
But the really clever bit here is the learning function.
It has a built-in IR sensor. You can literally take your old remote, point it at the box, and teach it the command.
So it bridges that gap between, say, 1990s hardware and a modern IP network.
Precisely.
Okay, then you have the 3 relay ports. This is where we get into actual physics.
Right. We're not sending data anymore. We are literally closing an electrical circuit.
Like flipping a switch, but automated.
That's all it is. It's for driving a motor. You want a projection screen to drop down or heavy curtains to close? A relay triggers that. It's the muscle.
So we've got feedback, legacy signals, and physical muscle. But the brain part, the intelligence, that all comes from the Ethernet connection.
That's the game changer. It puts the device on the local network, and it can communicate with, I think the spec says, up to 15 IP clients at once.
15 different devices or users could be sending it commands.
And it just queues them up and executes. It also has this KNet connector.
I saw that. Looking at the documentation, this seems to solve a huge headache for installers.
Oh, absolutely. It's power and data over a single cable.
So for those little control keypads you see on the wall,
You don't need to find a separate power outlet inside the wall cavity for them. The SL-1N powers the keypad directly. It makes for a much cleaner install.
in managing all this, you're not crawling into a ceiling with a laptop. It uses software, Kconfig, and site CTRL.
Which is crucial for, an IT manager. A room schedule changes or something goes offline, you can log in remotely over the network and fix it.
No need to run across campus with a ladder?
Exactly.
Let's talk about the market for a second. We saw the listing on HDTV Supply. They have it discounted to around $276.
For what it does, that is very aggressively priced. These kinds of professional-grade controllers can easily run into the thousands.
And the reviews we found seem to back it up. We saw verified buyers, like a Jeffrey C. and another user in Avids, giving it excellent ratings.
And they specifically mentioned vendor support, which is so important for a device like this. It's not just plug and play.
Right, you have to configure
You
it.
do. So knowing the hardware is solid and the support is there, that's half the battle.
So at the end of the day, it's a compact powerhouse. It takes this huge, complex mess of protocols and creates a single point of control.
It simplifies the user experience by handling all the complexity on the back end, which is exactly what good technology should do.
Yeah. But it does leave me with one final thought. We are so obsessed with a wireless smart home. Wi-Fi light bulbs, Bluetooth, everything.
Right.
Yet when you look at a professional environment like this, the most critical must-work functions still rely on a physical serial cable or a relay closing a circuit.
It really raises a question of trust versus convenience.
It does. Is the future really truly wireless? Or will real bulletproof control always need a physical wire you can touch? Something to think about.
Definitely something to think about.
Thanks for listening to this deep dive.